Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Meghan Markle is once again facing criticism over her use of royal imagery, this time in connection with her new As Ever holiday collection. Ahead of the launch, the Duchess shared a short video showing herself at work on her laptop with one of her $64 candles in a blue notebook bearing her gold royal cypher, the letter M topped with a crown, clearly visible on her desk. The symbol was first unveiled in 2018, shortly before her wedding to Prince Harry. Online reaction was swift. Some social media users accused Meghan of cashing in on her royal past to promote her lifestyle brand. One user wrote, "Another example of Meghan putting her royal cypher on pretty much anything," while another added, "Pretty difficult to sell a candle for that price if it's not royal." The new collection leans heavily on royal nostalgia. The signature candle, number 519, is said to evoke the freshness of a day in the English countryside, where clearly Meghan has spent a lot of time and remembers fondly. The Duchess's website describes it as inspired by her cherished memories of her wedding day. As one online observer put it, without the crown, it's just a candle. Prince Harry's latest podcast appearance has taken an unexpected turn. What began as a light-hearted conversation about family life and social media has now sparked fresh controversy. The Duke made a surprise appearance on Hasan Minhaj Doesn't Know, where the American comedian opened the episode with a question about supposed feud between Taylor Swift and Charlie XCX. Harry looked visibly confused, laughing awkwardly as he admitted he had no idea what Minhaj was talking about. While the exchange was meant to be playful, insiders say the episode has caused some concern behind the scenes. According to columnist Rob Shooter, Harry's team didn't vet Minhaj before agreeing to the appearance. Harry walked into this blind. A Hollywood publicist told Shooter his team didn't vet the host at all. Minhaj, once celebrated for his sharp political comedy, has faced criticism in recent years over exaggerated anecdotes and reports of workplace tension. While he has defended his storytelling as creative license, his reputation remains polarizing, and some royal watchers believe the booking was an avoidable misstep. Harry also gamely attempted an American accent, joking about ordering breadsticks with ranch at Applebee's and declaring that the most American thing he does is surf, though he admitted he has chicken legs and prefers to keep them covered. At one point, Minhaj joked that he deserved to be knighted. Harry laughed and replied he'd happily oblige if there happened to be a sword handy. One former network booker told Shooter, "It looks like Harry is endorsing someone known for exaggeration. That's terrible optics for a prince who already overshares." Minhaj asked Harry if we would become an American citizen. Harry was somewhat clear. There are no plans to be at this point. In the Express, Rebecca Russell asked, "We also now have a precedent, so the question is, should Prince Harry be worried?" Let me be the first to say that, of course, what Harry has done over the last 5 years is in no way comparable to what Andrew is accused of doing, despite his repeated denials of the claims. But the missiles Harry has launched at his family using every medium possible will undoubtedly have a firm place in the scandalous pages of future history books. We have been funneled stories of the King's improving relations with his darling boy after their fleeting tea at Clarence House earlier this year, which might stop the monarch from going nuclear, so we will just have to wait and see. The fact of the matter is that the royal rules set down by King George V in 1917 looked from the outside to be a near unfathomable arcane knot which would tax the brains of even the best lawyers. But the King has proved it can be done if required. Yes, he's a man intent on inclusion, on harmony, on friendship and faith, but he can be tough when needed, particularly with his queen, steadfast Prince William, and matriarch-in-the-making Kate by his side. Rugby star Mike Tindall may soon find himself in a royal scrum, and not the kind he's used to. Reports suggest the former England centre and I'm a Celebrity alum could be in for an ear-bashing from his formidable mother-in-law, Princess Anne, after it emerged he's backing a controversial new rugby venture that might ruffle feathers across the royal family. Tindall is said to be involved in plans for R360, a global breakaway league featuring 12 franchises, 8 men's teams and 4 women's, in what could become a serious rival to the traditional rugby unions. The concept has already raised eyebrows among sporting officials, but the family angle makes it even trickier. Prince William serves as patron of the Welsh Rugby Union. The Princess of Wales holds the same role for the Rugby Football Union, and Princess Anne is patron of Scottish Rugby. According to the Daily Mail, national unions are already threatening to ban players who join the proposed league from representing their countries. The paper notes that Tyndall, who earned 75 caps for England, may be taking on family big beasts who represent the status quo, and as one insider put it, in a ruck between the two, only a fool would bet against Anne. More Palace in just a moment. For Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, his upcoming life at Sandringham is being described by those close to the royal household in one word: bleak. The King's and Norfolk estate may bustle with activity during the family's traditional Christmas gathering, but for most of the year it is a quiet, windswept expanse of farmland and forest. A former courtier summed it up plainly: it's going to be a lonely life for him. It's a working farm, so there are always people around, but they are staff, and he's not someone who has a track record of being friendly with servants. I wouldn't want to live there the whole time. It's remote, there is the wind whipping up from the wash, it's cold, and he will be pretty much stuck there. It does have a certain beauty, but life will be bleak for him. Having lived for decades in the 30-room royal lodge with full-time staff, Andrew is now expected to move into what is being described as a modest cottage on Sandringham Estate. At 65, he may have to learn some unfamiliar domestic skills. Maybe he will have a housekeeper, said one former member of royal staff, but he's going to have to learn to fend for himself. He will certainly have plenty of time to learn domestic skills, as well as plenty of time for contemplation. The Telegraph reminds us that unlike his nephew, the Prince of Wales, who once lived in a relatively normal student life, Andrew has been fully institutionalized since birth. Even during his years in the Royal Navy, he had cooks and subordinates to manage his daily needs. Former aides say he has never cooked a meal, washed clothes, or even gone shopping for groceries. Sources suggest the King will allow some limited staff support, perhaps a cleaner and a cook, but Andrew will live as a private citizen, without the privileges or public role that once defined him. Exiled from the home counties and far from his daughter's homes in London, he is expected to live largely in isolation, with only his dogs for company. Royal observers note the King will need to decide whether Andrew will be permitted to join the family for Christmas services, or whether visitors will have to call on him privately, as was once the case with Sarah Ferguson. There are small consolations. Sandringham's 20,000-acre estate will offer him time to ride horses, as he often did at Windsor, and to indulge his passion for golf at nearby clubs in Heacham, Kings Lynn, and Middleton. The royal stud where the late Queen bred her racehorses is also based on the estate. But total privacy will be hard to come by. Sandringham is crisscrossed with public roads and popular walking routes, regularly monitored by photographers, and just 7 miles away sits the Pizza Express in Kings Lynn, a detail not lost on the public given Andrew's infamous Newsnight interview reference to dining at one of the chain's restaurants in Woking on the night Virginia Giuffre alleged she met him. Whether or not he ever ventures there, one thing seems certain. After a lifetime of privilege, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is facing a far quieter and lonelier existence than he has ever known. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. And also a reminder, if you are into listening to the whole biography of Andrew's life, we have a new show out called Crown and Controversy, Prince Andrew, telling his life from childhood to his fall from grace. It's available now wherever you get your podcasts. There are links in the show notes, or just search for Crown and Controversy, Prince Andrew. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.